Hello, this is Curly, and welcome to episode 4 of my Let's Play Mass Effect, where we'll be playing as a Vanguard on Insanity level as Curly and Shepard, part of our ongoing Mass Effect series. We did play Mass Effect
Commander.
1, if you want to go back and watch that as well, if you did not. We have just returned to the Normandy, or Normandy 2.0, and we're going to go around, check out the Normandy, talk to our crew. So let's start off with Yeoman Chambers.
I'm Yeoman Kelly Chambers. I've been assigned as your administrative assistant. I'll manage your messages and help you monitor the crew. And I must say, it's such an honor to work under you, Commander Shepard.
Why, the pleasure is mine, pretty Chambers.
I'm glad to have you on the team, Miss Chambers.
Please, call me Kelly.
Sounds good.
Okay, Kelly.
Anything else?
Well, how's my crew?
Is there anything I should know?
You have unread messages at your private terminal. Joker would like to speak to you on the bridge. Anything else, Commander?
Let's
Do you
check.
have a moment to talk?
I always have time for you, Commander.
Well, what do you do here? Because it seems weird to just tell me, by the way, you have emails.
What are your responsibilities?
I'll keep you notified of any messages or appointments you might have. If any of the crew has important business to discuss, I'll make sure you know.
Is that really all you do?
Isn't that the type of task better suited for a VI?
Yes, but being your yeoman is just my official role. Unofficially, I observe the crew. Everyone knows how risky our mission is. Many of us may not be coming back. That's a lot of pressure. I have a degree in psychology. I'm good at sensing when people are overly taxed.
So you're a counselor, huh?
You make sure the crew's mental health is sound?
Yes, I look for warning signs. I listen. It's not a full-time job, and it's most effective when done informally.
Yeah, that's interesting. Kind of seems like they don't trust their own people a little there. But it's good that you're here.
We're lucky to have someone with your skills, Kelly.
Thank you, Shepard. What else would you like to know?
I don't know. What else can we ask you? What do you think of Cerberus?
This organization has a dark reputation. Do you have any concerns working for them?
Not at all. Our methods can be harsh, but Cerberus has noble objectives. We look out for human interests. Advance human technology, save human lives. They're good goals.
Do we hate aliens? Because I have a bunch of alien friends.
It sounds like Cerberus wants to dominate all aliens and put humankind on top.
Cerberus looks out for humanity, but that doesn't mean we hate aliens. My sister started a dog shelter, but she loved cats too. I love humanity. I also love Asari, Quarian, Turian, Solarian, Hanar. That isn't in conflict with Cerberus ideals.
Are you happy though?
How do you feel about being assigned to the Normandy?
I was handpicked by the Elusive Man to help fight the greatest threat known to humanity. How do I feel? Honored, exhilarated, terrified. But mostly I feel encouraged. Under your leadership, we can't fail.
We won't.
Don't worry. We'll defeat the Collectors.
I trust you implicitly. The moment I met you, I knew I could close my eyes, fall back, and you'd be there.
I'm gonna go with the flirty, I'll embrace you.
I might do more than catch you, Kelly.
Now that's an enticing thought. Anything else you'd like to talk about?
Nope, that's it.
I better go.
Okay. Maybe we'll talk later.
I'm sure we will, since you randomly yell at me, you have a message, as I go by. Oh, we have something here we can look at. Okay, let's talk.
Can you believe this, Commander? It's my baby! Better than new. It fits me like a glove! And leather seats! Military may set the hardware standard, but on a first-gen frigate they could care less if the seats breathe. Civilian sector comfort by design.
The reproduction is not intended to be perfect, Mr. Moreau. Seamless improvements were made.
And there's the downside. I liked the Normandy when she was beautiful and quiet. Now she's got this thing I don't want to talk about. It's like ship cancer.
I'm gonna go with we can trust them for now and be positive. Positive for now.
Enjoy it, Joker. If we're stuck here, we might as well let them pamper us.
Does it breach uniform regs if I get that on a cruise shirt? Because this is my favorite you have no choice ever.
Technically, this is a civilian ship. I'm probably lucky you're still wearing pants.
Yeah, I'll save that for the off-hour cameras. Have an AI watch me 24/7. Insurance.
I'll talk to Edie
Yes,
now.
Shepard.
Let's talk about you.
I want to know more about you.
Do you have a specific inquiry?
What is your job?
What do you do aboard the ship?
I operate the ship's electronic and cyber warfare suites in combat. My reaction time is much faster than any organic. I collate the records of shipboard monitoring devices for the Elusive Man. I serve additional functions which are restricted at this time.
Can you tell me anything about them?
Restricted functions? Like what?
I do not know. Some of my databases are sealed, some of my hardware is kept offline. I assume that when certain unknown conditions are met, those functions will be released to me.
Tell me about the cyber warfare.
Cyber warfare means things like viruses, right?
In close-range ship-to-ship combat, I can sometimes break through the firewalls of an enemy's internal wireless network. Once I seize control of their systems, I can turn off gravity or air. I can disable weapons guidance or shields, or I can put their fusion plant in meltdown. On the defense, I manage Normandy's own suite of jammers, decoys, and internal firewalls.
That's kind of cool.
Sounds incredibly useful. Why isn't there someone like that on every warship?
An organic operator cannot react quickly enough to changing circumstances or perform the necessary multitasking. This is a role that can only be filled by an artificial intelligence. Unfortunately, we are suspect.
Well, it might have something to do with how an AI almost destroyed galactic civilization, just putting it out there.
What monitoring devices do you have?
The Elusive Man has monitoring devices on board?
He has invested most of Cerberus's resources into the design and construction of this ship. He has an interest in monitoring our progress.
Annoying, but makes sense. Let's continue.
Let's discuss something else.
Ready.
What do you know of Cerberus?
I want to know more about the people I'm working with.
Much of that data is classified. Do you have a specific inquiry?
How'd they build the Normandy?
How did Cerberus replicate the most advanced warship in the Alliance Navy without anyone knowing?
I have a block that prevents me from answering that question.
Why is it blocked?
What do you mean?
Although I am less controlled than other AI, I am still subject to behavioral blocks and the physical isolation of my hardware. In this case, I am prevented from truthfully answering your question by Cerberus's levels of secret classification.
Okay, can you tell me about their resources?
What sort of resources does Cerberus have? Money, personnel, facilities?
I have a block that prevents me from answering that question.
Can you give me a structural analysis?
How is Cerberus organized? Aside from the Elusive Man, I don't see much chain of command.
Cerberus is organized into task-oriented cells. Each operates in isolation. Members from one cell cannot recognize the members of another. Each cell's agents are led by a single operator. We are called the Lazarus Cell, which is directed by Operator Lawson.
Well, at least one of them wasn't blocked. How many cells are there?
So how many operations is Cerberus running right now?
I have a block that prevents me from answering that question.
Oh, we knew we'd hit a block eventually.
Let's discuss something else.
Ready.
I don't need to ask you what this room is, so goodbye.
That's all for now.
Logging you out, Shepard.
Okay. So you may notice that I have upgraded my system, so this not only is the game, of course, better than Mass Effect 1, but hopefully the videos are much cleaner and easier to work with.
What's this area of the ship?
This is the armory, where small arms are maintained and upgraded. Using Omni-Tool, computer-aided design, and manufacturing, we have the capability to manufacture several new models.
Commander, there hasn't been time to really settle in and take stock. I want to say that working with you is a great opportunity to do something that matters. It's a privilege to serve on the Normandy, Commander.
This is pretty risky, dude.
You may change your tune if we end up like the original Normandy.
Maybe. As long as the Elusive Man walks his talk, and you do the same, I'll do my best to make sure we succeed. That's been the condition for my service so far. I have issues with certain actions Cerberus has taken in the past.
Really? Cerberus? What actions could that be?
What has Cerberus done to make you nervous?
A lot. They've been called terrorists, and with good reason. Doubt you can find a more checkered past. But if the Collector threat is real, and we do something about it, Cerberus will be remembered differently. Or we'll all be tried and executed. Can't count on people thinking about it as hard as I have.
That is very, very true. I'm gonna appreciate his honesty. That's one of the things I like best about Jacob. He just tells you how it is.
It's good to hear a clear opinion. Sounds like we're two of a kind.
That honors me more than you, Commander. Let me know if you need anything.
Okay. We're not run this way. Can't get into there yet, which is why they want us to go get moored in. This is my operating room.
What's this area of the ship?
This is the FTL communications room. In addition to interfacing with the FTL comm network, Normandy is fitted with a quantum entanglement communicator linked to the elusive man's office. This allows lag-free communication even when you operate off the comm grid.
I'm not going to bother to ask about that. We'll just go. Goodbye.
That's all for now.
Logging you out,
You
Shepard.
can go and talk to her about every area of the ship, and it's not that important. Basically, we always get to talk to him, or he always gets to talk to us. One or the other, depending on what you think is more useful. Let's look at our messages. So we have unread messages. We can go in. First, Anderson, off chance the rumors are true and you actually are alive and you need to come talk to me on the Citadel. A lot's changed in the last 2 years. You put me on the council. It's only fair that you be allowed to speak for yourself about what we've been hearing. Sounds good. Then we have something from the elusive man. Shepard, we've reached an agreement with the veteran mercenary Zaid Masani. You may know the name. Zaid has been involved in some of the best known and some utterly unknown military operations in the Terminus system, and is feared as a ruthless and relentless bounty hunter. I bet you might need a man with his skills on your mission, so I arranged to have him join you. You will find him on Omega, where he's wrapping up his current bounty. Don't worry about his fee. I'm taking care of that personally. This is one of the DLC companions. Lost contact with survey ship. Commander, it must be Rosalie. A survey ship with Cerberus connections has gone missing. The survey team has field testing a new prototype, the Hammerhead planet-side exploration rover. In addition, scientists Dr. Manuel Case and Dr. Robert Oloy are aboard the MSV Rosalie and conducting research for us. We need you to find the ship, her survey team, and the doctors. It must be Rosalie was last seen near planet Ziona, Ballista Ishmar Frontier. Another DLC, gets us the attempt to make the Mako. Normandy crash site. This is from Admiral Hackett. Wow, he's already sending me missions. Just got back from the dead. Commander Shepard, our scans in the Armada system have turned up something you thought you should see. The final location and the wreckage of the SSV Normandy. We thought this news might be important to you, but we have an ulterior motive. The Alliance would like to honor the Normandy with a monument to be built on the side of the ship's final resting place. We'd like to invite you to place the monument. Be the first to walk on the site. There are still 20 crew members unaccounted for from the attack on the Normandy. If you find any signs of those lost crewmen, we ask that you report to the Alliance so that those heroes' families might find some closure. Godspeed to you, Commander. We get this some armor. Our techs have heard you were back in action and so you should be appropriately equipped. Then send me a freaking good gun. Put together a package that I have delivered to the Normandy. You'll find it in your personal quarters. Fortunately, we know your size. We have Overlord. One of our cells just went off the grid without explanation. Project Overlord has been experimenting with highly volatile technology, and I need you to investigate. Their work is extremely compartmentalized, enough that I can't divulge operational details over this channel. You'll find them on the Planet 8 Typhon system in the Phoenix Massing Cluster. Please use care in this matter. So we've been asked to go deal with something. Probably something horrifically bad if they need help with it. Shepard, we have recently had an incident involving the Geth at one of our outposts in Skillian Verge. Don't worry, I'm not sending you out to chase anything down. Operatives waged a highly successful battle against the Geth scouting party and credited their success to a newly advanced electrical attack device that we finally let them take out of the lab. Since their unit is being reassigned for some rest and relaxation, that you should take custody of the weapon in the meantime. The weapon is called an arc projector. I sent it to the Normandy's army so you can examine it for yourself and use it if you deem it worthy. It's gone through plenty of tests that indicate it overloads kinetic barriers and synthetic enemies particularly well. The laboratory demonstrations are a poor substitute for actual field work. We know it works, and now we want to see what it can do in the right hands. If all goes well, we'll use your tactics to train other operatives. Then we have Kasumi, who's like my favorite companion in this particular game, at least to bring on missions. Shepard, at great cost and effort, we have tracked down the master thief Kasumi Goto and convinced her to work with you. Very few people have ever heard of her. Few can claim to have seen her in person. She is unequal at strength and infiltration. Her skills will prove invaluable in your mission. Travel to the Zakara Ward on the Citadel. There you will find a special ad terminal that differs from the usual. Input the password Silence is Golden to begin the rendezvous. Okay, we can go along and play along with that. She's fun. Okay, we can go ahead and leave here. Now we will take the elevator.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Already? Wow. We're going to start with the crew's quarters. Fortunately, there's limited reason to go up to the Catherine scores yet.
Oh, she's a cutie. How old?
She'll be a year old next month.
Oh, you'll miss her first birthday.
Well, my family lives in New Canton.
Oh, that colony's on the edge of the frontier. Could be vulnerable to collector attack, couldn't it?
Exactly. It's most important that she have a first birthday. That's why I'm here.
Those two are basically there to make you feel bad. Then the other two are bathrooms. Not that you think there's anything to do in the bathrooms ever, but they're there. Okay, we're gonna come to Miranda's office. Talk to her.
Commander, what can I do for you?
Can we talk?
You have a minute, Miranda?
No doubt you've got a lot of questions. Cerberus isn't as evil as most people believe. If I can help allay any of your concerns, I'd be happy to do so. So, what would you like to know?
What are the goals?
I know what we're doing here, but what's Cerberus' long-term goal?
The advancement of the human race. Nothing more, nothing less. The Solarians have the Special Tasks Group. The Asari have their legendary commandos for stealth and recon operations. Cerberus is humanity's answer to those organizations.
Who's really in charge, though?
But those organizations are regulated by governments. Who keeps Cerberus in check?
Nobody. We're privately funded and our backers trust the elusive man to make the right decisions. But he's very clear about our goals. Protect humanity and serve its advancement.
What is it?
Are you military or political? Or both?
Cerberus has several divisions. Political, military, scientific, but we're all working towards the same goal. The teams you encountered before your accident were mostly part of our military division. But not all Cerberus operations use the same protocols. We try not to get bogged down in bureaucracy or formality.
You seem to have lots of resources, but we'll ask. Maybe you won't be blocked like Edie.
What kind of resources does Cerberus have?
We're very well funded, though I doubt anyone other than the elusive man knows exactly how well. But our resources aren't unlimited. Reviving you and rebuilding the Normandy was a significant investment, and a significant risk. We're all hoping you can do the impossible, Shepard. No pressure.
What do you know of this elusive man?
What can you tell me about the elusive man?
Not much that you don't already know. Even I don't have access to most of his background. And you've seen more of him than most ever do. It's rare for him to become directly involved in missions, but you're something special. Whatever else people might say about him, I can assure you he's got humanity's best interests at heart. That includes you and me.
Are you so sure about that?
How can you be sure of that if you know so little about him?
I didn't get to where I am without knowing how to gauge people's motives and ambitions, even from brief encounters. He's no saint, and he'd be the first to admit it. But he is committed. Humanity couldn't have a better advocate.
Tell me about you.
Tell me about yourself, Miranda.
Oh, I guess that's fair. I've spent the last 2 years learning everything there is to know about you. Well, you should probably know that I've had extensive genetic modification. Not my decision, but I make the most of it. It's one of the reasons the elusive man handpicked me. I'm very good at just about anything I choose to do.
And you're pretty sure of it.
You certainly don't lack for confidence.
It's just a fact. My reflexes, my strength, even my looks, they're all designed to give me an edge. No point in hiding from it. It's the reason I'm trusted to oversee the most dangerous, risky, and technically demanding operations Cerberus undertakes. And it's why I was assigned to you. It's my job to make sure you succeed, Shepard.
So you're genetically modified how?
What level of genetic modification are we talking about?
That's very thorough. Physically, I'm superior in many ways. I heal quickly, and I'll likely live half again as long as the average human. My biotic abilities are also very advanced. For a human. Add to that some of the best training and education money can buy, and, well, it's pretty impressive, really.
So you're the perfect woman, huh?
Sounds like you were designed to be perfect.
Maybe, but I'm not. I'm still human, Shepard. I make mistakes like everyone else. And when I do, the consequences are severe. Everyone expects a lot from someone with my abilities.
Sounds kind of sad. Okay, well, we'll head out.
Thanks for the information, Miranda. I'll talk to you later.
Of course, Commander. Whatever you need.
Okay, come running around here, and we have a chef.
Surprising.
Commander Shepard, the hero of the Citadel. You did humanity proud that day. Miss Sergeant Rupert Gardner here. How can I be of service?
Well, do you need anything?
You have everything you need.
I make do. But have you ever tried to prepare a decent meal with military provisions? I'm good, but I'm no miracle worker. Taking down the collectors is going to be rough business. The crew deserves a few fine meals before they throw themselves into the fire.
How can I help with that?
What do you need?
If I had some quality ingredients... Oh, shit. You've got more to worry about than grocery shopping on the Citadel. Forget I mentioned it.
Give me the list.
If I head that way, I'll keep an eye out.
Much appreciated. Most of this list is probably standard fare for those namby-pambies on the Citadel. Anything else you'd like to talk about?
What do you do here?
What do you do here on the Normandy?
What don't I do? Most think of me as the ship's cook, but I'm also the facilities technician and custodian. HVAC, plumbing, non-mission critical electrical. I make sure they're all clean and running.
So you're the janitor and the cook.
So the man cleaning the toilets is also preparing the meals.
I wash my hands. Most of the time. This ain't no luxury liner. You have to pull your own weight in a Cerberus vessel, and I catch what falls through the cracks. Through the cracks.
Why did you... We'll go thoughts on Cerberus before you ask why I joined.
How do you feel about working for Cerberus?
Damn proud. Cerberus gets the job done. The Alliance and Council have got their heads buried so deep up their butt puckers they can't see squat. It'll take good old human ingenuity to crush these collector vermin. Only Cerberus knows that.
Why would you join?
How did you find your way into Cerberus?
Can you believe I was once a family man, working the EZO rigs along the frontier? I was happy enough, but losing everything to Batarian raiders can change your outlook. I needed to make a difference. I'm no soldier, but I've got skills, and Cerberus keeps an eye out for talent. I'll do whatever it takes to help, be that plumbing a sewer, routing an air duct, or keeping everyone's bellies full.
Sounds good. Adios.
I won't take any more of your time.
Back to work.
Okay, one more person to talk to on this level. Eventually this is the way back to like the big gun. Nothing else to look at here. Sleeping pods, I guess, are what those are supposed to be. And awesome! Mess Sergeant Gardner. No, sorry, Dr. Chocolate. I'm like, what?
Commander Shepard. I watched the Normandy crumble with you on board. It's good to see you alive.
Why are you here? I'm gonna go with good to see you. Dr. Chalkwatz is awesome.
Nice to see a familiar face, Doctor.
I feel the same. I wish more of the original crew could be here. The kind of trauma you endured would have changed most people. But not you, I see. Welcome back, Shepard.
Hey, do you need anything, Dr. Chakwa?
Do you have everything you need?
I believe so. This medical bay seems very much like the sick bay on the original Normandy. Only thing missing are my private reserves. I even had a bottle of Cerberus ice brandy that I was saving for a special occasion.
I'm gonna get you another one.
I'll keep an eye out for a replacement bottle.
Oh, you needn't. It's expensive, and we have much larger concerns ahead.
Why would you leave the Alliance? You've been there forever.
Doctor, you've been with the Alliance for years. Why leave now?
After the Normandy was lost, the surviving crew was reassigned. I was stationed at the Mars Naval Medical Center, a very respectable position, but it wasn't on a starship.
So you need to fly.
Colonial military life isn't for you?
I've spent most of my life on warships, never knowing what the next mission might bring. I'm used to the hum of engines, the creaking of bulkheads, that subtle vertigo when the momentum dampeners kick in. Life planetside is just too static, too boring.
Why would you join Cerberus, though?
You're not the Cerberus type, Doctor.
I don't work for Cerberus. I work for you. On a mission that may be crucial to the survival of the human race. I have faith that your dealings with Cerberus will be ethical. I trust you, Commander.
Do you think we'll survive this one?
There's a very good chance this mission will be a one-way trip. Are you prepared for that?
I've been through the reclaiming of Shanxi, the Skillian Blitz. We survived the Battle of the Citadel and the destruction of the Normandy together. I've lived a full life. No regrets. I'd like to make sure the crew gets the same opportunity.
Sounds very nice of you. I'm gonna head out.
I'll see you later, Doctor.
Commander.
Okay. So we have to find some brandy. Maybe don't need to talk to Edie at the moment. Okay. So there's one more group of people we need to go say hi to. And that is on engineering. So we will head over to engineering. We'll go down there later.
You came all the way down here to see us?
You're speaking to our commanding officer.
Why, hello there.
I'm touring the ship, getting to know my crew.
I'm Engineer Ken Donnelly, handling the power control systems. This is Gabby.
That's Engineer Gabriela Daniels, actually. I'm responsible for the propulsion systems.
What can we do for you, Commander?
What do you need?
Are you set up okay down here?
We can't complain. I just wish it didn't take so long to calibrate the FBA arrays.
Kenneth, you're complaining.
What's the issue?
What kind of problems are you having?
When they upgraded the Normandy design, they got a bit sloppy with the FBA couplings. I won't bore you with the tech, but there is an array of attenuators in the primary power transfer system that channels the field bleed.
Kenneth, you're boring the commander with tech. In short, if we had T6 FBA couplings installed, it'd save us a lot of maintenance time each day.
So why don't we have them?
Why isn't something like that already installed?
It's probably just a design oversight. Efficiency isn't affected. It's a maintenance issue.
Also, the T6 model can be hard to find. Nash and Stellar Dynamics discontinued them.
We could probably find used ones in the Omega markets, but we have no time for shore leave.
Where are you trained?
Where did you receive your training?
Both Gabby and I started in the Alliance, serving on the SSV Perugia.
She flew in the first wave at the Battle of the Citadel. We saw Sovereign firsthand.
And you left the Alliance after that?
Why did you leave the Perugia?
After you died, Anderson lost political clout. The Council backslid on the Reaper menace.
They discounted Sovereign as an isolated threat, as a single...
Which was bullshit. They said your warnings of a greater danger were mistaken or delusional.
We lost respect for Alliance leadership. We need to fight the real enemy, and only Cerberus seemed to be doing that.
Hey, Ken, tell me about you joining Cerberus.
How did you wind up with Cerberus, Ken?
Once you were gone, the Alliance brass descended like vultures, tearing apart everything you'd said. I was very public with my defense for you. I didn't hold back.
That's an understatement. If Kenneth wasn't such a talented engineer, they'd have court-martialed him for insubordination.
But it got me noticed by the elusive man. He made an offer, and here I am.
What about you, Gabby?
So why did you join, Gabby?
Kenneth and I have been partners in crime since we graduated from Tech Academy. When he got the Cerberus offer, I insisted that it include me. He'd fall apart without me.
Thanks, Mum.
Also, I love engines, and the Normandy is state-of-the-art. When I got the opportunity to work on her, I had to jump.
What do you think of Cerberus?
What do you think about Cerberus?
Actually, we don't know much about the organization other than the Normandy team. We know our mission and who's in charge.
We're off to kick the collectors right in their daddy bags. That's enough for me.
Okay there, Donnelly. Well, I'm gonna head out then.
Carry on.
Will do, Commander.
Okay, so...
I'm amazed Shepard came down to see us.
I told you he would.
So we have that mission. We did get that mission, right? Oh, I believe we did. Okay, so we're going to go back to our Combat Information Center, and we'll talk briefly about our plans. Okay. So, they have changed how this works. You now have your little plane that you zip around in, and you can go and look at everything. We are going to begin by buying fuel. Buy a bunch of probes. Okay, so this is the mass 4 relay that we heard about earlier, and this is a normal mass relay. Omega is where we can get like 3 of our people, but we're not going to start there. We can also explore the Normandy side and do a few other things, I think, in this area. Is there another one down here? There's another area we can explore, but there's nothing to do there yet. But first, we're actually going to go to the Citadel. I think for both role-playing purposes and to get Kasumi, it's worth coming to the Citadel first. So we're going to go to the Serpent Nebula. I'm not positive I want to do Kasumi's mission immediately, but we will see. So we're going to go to dock. We'll, if we don't immediately get jumped into conversations, we'll go ahead and end the video after we dock at the Citadel. See how it comes through. Okay. That works. So we will get Kasumi. We may do her mission. Her mission, in my opinion, is like one of the most difficult in the game. So part of me wants to come back here later. There's another time where we'll have to come back and do missions in the Citadel. And in the past, I've done Kasumi's first, but this time I am tempted to hold off a bit. Oh, we have some points to spend. Could get barrier and increase the duration. No, it doesn't. It just increases strength. Get incendiary ammo. Does a little bit more damage. Could do pull, which just does duration. This lets me get the Cyro ammo, which will be useful against some foes, especially when we max it out. Or I could work on Assault Mastery, health, weapon damage, recharge rate, and Paragon. We're gonna go with this one. I'm gonna go ahead and purchase that for now. Miranda, you have 3 points. I'm gonna purchase that. Jacob, you have 2 points. I'm actually going to leave you alone so that you can pick up your highest level of that next. So we can go ahead and max it. Okay. Slightly different look to the entrance to it.
Commander Shepard, enter the password and receive a free gift.
Okay. So that was Kasumi, and we will deal with her.
Got problems with collectors? Try Kasumi's credit services.
Okay, so we're gonna. I thought that was fun. We're gonna go ahead and like and subscribe if you are interested in more Mass Effect, Total War, or XCOM content. Or if there's another one that you'd like to see, feel free to let me know as well in the comment section below. Otherwise, I'm gonna end the video here. Like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you later. Adios.